And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people watching around the world. Welcome, guys, to MMA Fight Pass, HAMMERFIST podcast. I'm Tom Owens. I'm here with a couple of my good brothers. I got on the right corner, upper, Ryan Hodges. And I got on the left upper corner, we got Archie Tovar, the promoter and boss of MMA Fight Pass. Gentlemen, how we doing today?
Good, my man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey guys,
Good.
this is a last minute podcast, but it's an important podcast. We got a lot of MMA Fight Pass and our buddy Ryan Hodges. We got plenty of things coming up in the near future. And Ryan, I just want to thank you for joining us. And guys, February 12th, man, we have a big show coming up in Bakersfield, California. And Ryan Hodges, as many of you guys know, he's an MMA fight promoter. He's an ex-MMA fighter himself. And he's got a lot of big things going. Ryan, you got things going all over the place right now, not just California, but all over the United States. Ryan, tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, man. We're just kind of just expanding, growing the community, and just spreading the light to our community. You know what I mean? We're in different states like Texas. We're going into Nevada, Colorado, and what we're trying to focus on is just the grassroots movement of Muay Thai development, right? So we could kind of get these guys up to par before they go into the amateur circuits, full contact. Because we gotta develop the fighters right. You know what I mean? And what we're doing now too is like we're doing a point Muay Thai, and then a full contact after that. So it's a super show. You know what I mean? So you got the technical Muay Thai, point Muay Thai style tournament going on, and then at the same day you do a big show with the full contact Muay Thai fight. So you get like the best of both worlds. But I'm just, just spreading my light, just trying to grow and build this one. I got great people like you guys, and experience of what life's about, and I'm just having a good time doing it. You know what I mean?
Man, hey, dude, I love it. And what you're doing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really important for the martial artists, especially for our local community of martial artists. Hey, we have a ton of locals that are looking to grow, just like you said. And man, getting to the next level, you know what? It's progress getting to the next level. And what you guys are doing, you and Archie both working this show together, I love it, man. Archie Tovar, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Tom. I mean, I'm excited here to have Ryan with us. You know, we're trying to get uh, Mr. Gil Medina on the show with us, but he was having some technical difficulties. Uh, yeah, Gil is one of the how can I put it early pioneers for IKF in Bakersfield. You know, Gil hooked up with Ryan. Not sure how long ago, but and then you know that one thing led to another, and now we're going to have our second IKF Muay Thai show in Bakersfield, February 12th. But you know, at this time, the twist is IKF Point Boxing. Hey, Ryan, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same ideology of the point Muay Thai circuit, but it's called the PBSC, so a point boxing sparring circuit. So how we're doing with the point Muay Thai, we're developing it into the boxers, because you don't want these boxers going into full contact amateur boxing and getting knocked out when they can develop in same thing, the point boxing circuit, and not get their egos broken. And see if it's really what they want to do. The point boxing and the point Muay Thai, it's an incubation period. Do you want to be a fighter, or do you just want to kind of just spar around, hard spar? Because when you're doing point Muay Thai or the PBSC point boxing, it's a fight. You're getting punched, and maybe those people don't want to go into a full contact fight. You know what I mean? Or they want to develop more. They want to compete. A couple more point boxing or point Muay Thai matches to kind of get the courage and the fundamentals right to go into the big leagues. Because when you go in the big leagues of AMI, that counts towards your record. The point Muay Thai, PBSC, the point boxing, that's not counting towards your record. So it's a Muay Thai development league. It's great, and it's just growing, and everyone has has a great time with it. So, and it's going to be our first, I think, PBSE point boxing with Archie and Gil. So we're pretty pumped about it.
Oh, say that again. Will this be your
Yeah,
first?
it's the first one. It's the first PBSE in California.
Oh, wow, that's awesome to to do that with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you know what? And you picked a great spot. You know, California. I mean, Bakersfield. Tom, you were there, Tom, at Gil's gym. They had an all boxing event, and you know, an exhibition, but at his gym, and that thing was full packed. And then so we kind of carried that over to our MMA event that we had. We had a boxing exhibition event, and you know what? I feel that the IKF point boxing is going to do well in Bakersfield, as is the Muay Thai, and that's what we're here for. You know, talk about the Bakersfield show, but you know, most especially about Ryan. You know what he has going on. Also, I'm just so impressed. You're having pro shows. You had a show at a freaking at a theater. What is it called? Tower Theater.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was a good time. Tower Theater. The guy was really cool too. It's probably like it's an ancient theater in Fresno. And I talked to the guy, and I was like, let's make it happen. And one of our boys, one of my other promoters, actually, my other promoter,
Chris Arias.
Chris Arias, yeah, he hooked it up. He's an awesome dude, and he actually was gonna do a PKB there, but you can only have one mat in the area. So he's like, hey Ryan, it'd be cool if you do a full contact show here. And I was like, let's run it. Talk to the owner and made things happen. Life is crazy. You can manifest what you want. You just gotta believe in yourself and kind of just achieve it and go for it. So
Hey man, what you're saying, bro, is so spot on. I love it. And you know what is great? Martial artists here, especially here in the Valley, but not only the Valley, but all around the world. Hey, getting to that next level, you don't know if you really want it until you step into that ring in front of people and you do it. Hey, and winning and losing, you see the difference of guys. Because losing, you'll see the difference. A guy might lose and he might decide, just like you said, you know what? This is not really for me. Or you get the guy that'll lose and he goes, you know what? I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to focus on what I did wrong. I'm going to work with my coach. I'm going to work with my teammates. And I'm going to change this thing around, and I'm going to fix those mistakes that I made, and I'm going to go to the next level. Hey, Ryan, we really appreciate you, man. What you and Archie are doing, working together, hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I think it's really important. You're doing something that a lot of guys don't do. Hey, and it's helping martial artists and others to that next level. Hey, this show, February 12th, guys, if you can show up in Bakersfield, California, or the good thing about MMA Fight Pass is we have this stuff going live. February 12th, guys, 2022, you're going to see it either live at the show or you can see it online live. Ryan Hodges and Archie Tovar, we're putting together a show like no people do. Boxing, Muay Thai kickboxing, and just for a special, we're going to have some live jiu-jitsu matches going. Archie, tell us a little bit about the jiu-jitsu matches that are also going to be going down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're able to connect with all the guys from Bakersfield, all the Bakersfield jiu-jitsu gyms. And that's the beauty about Bakersfield is that, we came in, people know us, they know Gil, and we just started connecting people. Ryan, wanted to help us connect a lot of people, and because of Ryan, his organization, I think that kind of helped, they helped unite Bakersfield. They helped unite all the different gyms. And now that in addition to that, it helped for the other sports, right? You got jiu-jitsu, we got MMA show now going on. But all the gyms are being friendly now and with us to each other. And that's the beauty of this. And we're saying martial arts, goes a long way with getting along.
Hey, now, Ryan, a lot of people know you. I know you personally. I'm glad to know you. Ryan, could you please tell me a little bit about your martial arts and Muay Thai history? Because I know before you start doing this, you yourself were a fighter. Hey, show me that poster that you have, bro. If you can pull it up and show us, I would love to see it, man.
I got you.
Hey, because that's important. Hey, because a promoter in Muay Thai, you might think, who is this guy? What does he know? This guy right here has not only promoted,
Pretty cool
but he
poster,
stepped
yeah.
into the ring himself.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That's what I'm talking about.
I went and fought in Thailand with my brother a couple years back, and it was something I always wanted to do.
That's so cool.
It was funny because I got there and I was talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to some crew over there, but he was like, yeah, you could go train over here, get a fight, blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. So when we got there, we got to the gym, and the gym was empty. There was no one there, and I tried to talk to a Thai guy there. He's like, who? Who are you talking about? So pretty much like, damn, I'm not gonna fight. I've been training like my ass off for like a year, you know, to do my pro fight here. And anyways, the good story about it, I've been to Thailand a lot. So I trained at a place called Bull Muay Thai. And Daniel was like, yo, bro, let's go to Bull Muay Thai. Let's figure it out. Let's spar with the team. And long story short, the guy, I don't know his names right now, but the crew there at Bull Muay Thai, he said, okay, if you can spar and beat some of my guys sparring, my top athletes, I'll see if I can put you. I'll see if I can get you a fight because we have a winning ratio of 99%. We want to make sure you win if you're under us. I'm like, let's run it. And Dan and I got in a gauntlet, and we sparred, you know, all their guys, and they're impressed. And they're like, all right, they gave me a contract, and 5 rounds, 3 minutes. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of rounds. That's 1 more minute than I'm used to. I'm gonna run a lot, but let's get it. And I had to sign my name, and Daniel signed his name, and you know, we got it in, and we trained for like a month or 2 at that gym, and then we went on a ferry, and we had to do a piss test and everything. It was legit. And then we got into the truck, and we had to ride around everywhere in Muay Thai Island, and like they're playing Eye of the Tiger music, and I'm just there like nervous as fuck. Like I'm next to my opponent, like he has like a dope ass like tattoo on his back. I'm like, fuck. And you know, everyone's like, yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, no. Knocked him out last 5 seconds.
Dude, that is so cool. You know what, man? In my jiu-jitsu history, I talk about it a lot, but it's something I can't get over. Like you went to Thailand for Muay Thai, I had a chance to go to Brazil for my jiu-jitsu experience. So, oh, dude, hey, I can't believe
you got to go to Brazil?
Yeah, I went to Brazil and I competed in the World Championships of the IBJJF was still in Brazil. And I trained with the Gracie Baja for 1 month. You know, it was probably similar to what you did in Thailand. Dude, I can't imagine that experience in Thailand. That was so cool, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to get kind of engulfed in the culture and know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because the learning in life is endless, and if you're gonna be doing something like learn about it, be about it, do it. You know, and that's how I'm a realist, and I wanted to compete in Thailand, so I'm gonna be a Muay Thai promoter. It's my passion. You know, I even went to business school. I got in debt to learn more about what I do. You know, like I said before, the learning in life is endless. You gotta be a believer in yourself and go for it. You know?
I have a ton of respect for that. Hey, you know what? Thai food is some of my favorite food. I bet when you were over there in Thailand, the food was probably amazing, man. How was it for you?
It was so cheap. I spent probably like $800 there too, and my brother and I just like got massages for like $4 every day. Even though like sometimes they're lady boys, like I should get a lady boy, but whatever. If it was whatever. If it was, I'm married, so it don't even matter. If it was lady boy, the dude, it was anything. Like we got massages all the time. 8 feet, food, pad thai, and curry for like $1 on the tree. I had a pet kitty there actually named Hissy because I always hiss all the time, and I always fit it.
That's so cool, man. Archie, you've been around the sport and you've been in martial arts now. Me and you know, we've known each other for about 5 years now. We've gotten to know each other well. Archie, how do you feel about Muay Thai and the importance of Muay Thai in MMA fighting now?
You know, I think one of my first exposures to Muay Thai, maybe 15 years ago, back in the day, Tom, when Mr. Well, we all know him, Buhawe, right? Uh, Team Buhawe was came to Fresno, and I say Fresno, but I got to meet him through Ralph Alvarado, through Mike Moreno, through Gilliland Bejalista. Those were the early adopters of Muay Thai, true Muay Thai artist, right? Uh, Buhawe, what's his first name, Mr. Buhawe?
You know better than me, Big G.
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
the Asian guy. He's one of my good friends. I'm so bad with names. I think Zhang is training under him actually. They have
Yeah,
lot
he's a
of good
shorter,
fighters.
shorter guy, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
dope.
Jasper is one of them.
Jasper, yeah, that's the guy. Jasper's one.
Jasper.
Yeah,
And then so
Jasper.
Jasper, he definitely has an amazing team, and that's when I was first exposed to Muay Thai, and then the guys started competing in the cage and using these vicious elbows, these the clinches and the knees and Mike Moreno really stands out because he had some of the sharpest elbows. I think he had razor blades in his elbows. I don't know. But this dude was cutting everybody up, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it was really cool. So having seen it for a while and only seen it at the pro and amateur level, now that what Ryan's doing, he kind of, I think he used the word incubator, a place to where people can come in and try it out and get that feeling of being out of the way, even if it's not an amateur or pro, but at least we have what we have now, Point Muay Thai. I was going to ask Ryan, how old is Point, your IKF Point Muay Thai organization, and what was your first event at?
Yeah, well, pretty much. So Johnny Davis is a starter of kind of point kickboxing, right? So we kind of revamped it to like the point Muay Thai style, in a sense, like only strictly point Muay Thai, no kickboxing. So we do modified point Muay Thai rules. But Johnny's my partner for probably like 13 years now. If you look him up, he's a 3-time world kickboxing champion. I done a couple full contact shows with him. And I just been growing with him and just loyal to him, you know what I mean? He started his first show in 1990. That's pretty much when I was born. 1990, 1995. And he had like, 60 competitors. And it was a big thing, like that big. And anyway, it kind of died off a little bit. There's a couple here and there, point kickboxing shows, but everyone was against it. It was kind of watering down Muay Thai. People were just kind of like renegating against it. And then, my brother and I had the ideology, let's bring it back. Let's take leaps, like I said, let's hustle and, let's spread the light. We know it's a good concept for people, experience, and, kind of giving people that outlet to express themselves if they don't want to do full contact. And I think we had like a 1987 Honda Accord. I was living with my brother in a 2-bedroom. I was sharing a bedroom with him. We were broke and just struggling. We're working on the block, growing up in Oliver. So we grew up in the hood. We had nothing given to us. So we had always like, build, grow together. And always my brother was like my number one. You know what I mean? So we're in Daniel's 1987 Honda Accord with the check-in light on. Going to gym and giving out flyers. See what happens. So,
Hey, what? Hey, you know what? There's been boxing shows, there's been MMA shows around here in the valley, but to be honest, I can't think of another promoter that's done straight MMA or straight Muay Thai shows like this. This is cool, man. A lot of guys out there are training Muay Thai, but I don't think a lot of martial artists, not a lot of them have done straight Muay Thai competitions right here, right, Archie?
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and this is such a cool thing that this, the guy's been around for ages and ages and centuries. I'm sure, back at the homeland, but now, yeah, it's not just now hitting U.S., but what Ryan is doing is just now hitting, in California. I mean, he's probably, how many years have you been doing this? So Ryan, we just say it's now hitting, but you've been doing this for a while, right? How many years?
I've been doing it since I was like 20.
Right,
I
but as a promoter,
like
the IKF.
12,
Yeah,
12,
as a promoter.
12, I think, around there, 12 years. 32
Yeah,
now,
look
so
what
it's
is it.
20. Yeah, 12, yeah.
So
It's a
12
It's never been like this. Like, I mean, it was kind of like, I don't know, I just had a vision. I had a dedication, and everything needs structure, and you have to manifest it, but it has to be organized in a sense, and you got to go for it. So when I was doing it back in the day, like the first like 5 years, I wasn't really about it, Like you gotta, and now I'm like balls deep in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in it, and but I was always unsure. When you're unsure about something, manifestations don't come to reality. You got to be sure of yourself, and you got to be sure of the program that you're developing. If it's a jujitsu tournament, or if it's like building your gym, or if it's building a company, you have to have that vision. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to you have to be passionate about it too. And it has to make you happy. Life's about being happy and doing what you love. But you have to hustle and you have to work for it. So
What,
that's
man?
nutrition.
What you just said right now about manifestation is so important in life. A lot of us, you know what? A lot of people are working behind desks. They're working in cubicles. They go to work daily. They clock in. They work all day behind a computer, and they're unhappy with their job. That's the bottom line. Or they go to
Yeah.
work and they're making stuff and they're doing this, they're doing that. When you can work, and you can enjoy your job, guys, not everybody gets to do it. A small percentage of people get to do it. When you can work and go to work and enjoy what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing, guys, but when you can do something that you love and you enjoy, that you've put your life into, your body into, it's a whole nother level, man. And you may not make the amount of money that you make in other things, guys, but I'm going to tell you, teaching Muay Thai, promoting Muay Thai, whether it's Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, boxing, whatever it is, right, Archie? If you can do this, hey, man, and you enjoy your job and you get to see the manifestation, just like Ryan just said, it's a whole nother level of life. Ryan, what you're doing, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm glad that you came on our show. Archie, I'm proud of you. Me and Archie, we're just building up this MMA Fight Pass. It's taken 5 years so far that me and Archie are doing this. Hey, but we're not stopping. We keep on going and we're growing. It's guys like you, Ryan Hodges. You come onto our show and we get a chance to work with you. Hey, I'm stoked, man. I can't wait till February 12th comes and this show comes. Guys, are there still room for people to sign up and fight in this competition?
Oh yeah. We have plenty. We have what Archie and Gilliland I have for this promotion. We have, like I said, point boxing, the PBSC, the point Muay Thai, and also you could do both. You want to do some boxing, and you also want to do Muay Thai. We have a registration for that. So join in. We already had 140 athletes in Gilroy. I had to cap that probably a month ago. And I got people like
140
yesterday
athletes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Bakersfield, you hear this,
that was a month
Bakersfield?
ago. That's in Gilroy, January 22nd. We have a show there that I'm currently matching. But I had to close that registration probably in December 25th. Oh no, way too many. So you gotta put a cap on these fighters, or else it gets too much. And
Yeah.
anyways,
Gilroy's a
plenty of
big
room.
area, though.
So,
There's plenty
Archie,
of room. Yeah.
go ahead, Arch.
Yeah, no, the website's on there, pointmuaythaica.com is like the main website, and then from there you can go into find the Bakersfield event, click on it. You can look at all the events up and down I was just gonna say up and down California, but Western region sounds like now, and pick your tournament. And go to these tournaments. This is how you're going to get better and get those butterflies out of your system and know if you really want to go to the next level. Do you want to become amateur and then keep going? I mean, there's a local guy from Selma. You know him, Ryan Grijalva. Is his last name? I forgot his first name. But Grijalva started, at the amateur level. Now he's at the pro level. But this would have been cool for him, for people like him, to try it out, and then move their way up. But no, I believe this IKF Point Muay Thai and boxing event in Bakersfield that's coming up is going to be a big hit. We're looking forward to it, Tom.
Oh, dude, Archie, you know what, man? Dude, I'm so stoked, bro. Hey, even a lot of guys that are wanting to do MMA, you know what? Before I did MMA, guys, because I had a small MMA career, but before I did that MMA, you know what? I did a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments to get those, like you just did, the butterflies out. Hey, and when you get in front of a crowd, it doesn't matter. Hey, in front of a crowd, it can be boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, taekwondo. It could be any of the arts. But when you get in front of a live crowd, it's a whole nother level. It's something for your mind and your heart and your spirit. Right, Archie? When you compete, man, it's a whole different level. It brings you up in your mind, your mentality, a different level up, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. It takes you to another state of mind. We're talking. Hey Ryan, welcome back. We're just talking about getting ready, getting the butterflies out of your system, so you can be able to go to the next level, amateur and pro. But that one feeling that when you're ready, like in the shoot, like you're going to be next to go up to compete. There is no other feeling like that you can really get in the moment of about to battle with another person, because you're going up against the unexpected.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, Ryan, when you first competed, Ryan, in Muay Thai, where was it at? Was it here in the States or was it over there in Thailand?
Yeah, my first competition was actually in Point Muay Thai. Uh,
Oh,
about
wow.
about 10 years ago, my brother was hosting it, and I was like, hey, I wanna do it too. You know what I mean? Because I think you gotta, how do I explain this? So I had to be in it to kind of see how it was to really get the full experience of what we do, right? And it was
Right.
great. I mean, I think I fought against like he had like 7 fights, and it was my first fight. I think I was 20 years old, and yeah, we had a good time. And then I was like, man, this is great. You know what I mean? So it's right when I started. I was promoting with my brother, uh, and helping him, but I wasn't really fully. I was still in the Marine Corps, right? So I wasn't like totally a promoter, as I would say. So that was my first fight. I remember it was like in a cage too. It was more of like a smoker type PKB because
Yeah.
he was still developing it. You know what I mean? And we're still like working it. But yeah, I think I had 2 fights in that tournament, and it's definitely a little. There's some errors, but but it's still like I got that feeling of, it wasn't a real fight, but it gave me experience to be where I'm at today. You know what I mean? But just better. Now we have just a whole different protocol on regulation, on matches, on yada yada yada. You know what I mean? So different variables to
Yeah.
make the experience the best experience we can for the fighter. So yeah, then
Hey,
I
your
then I started
brother, I haven't met your brother yet, but your brother seems like a cool ass dude, man. He's a martial art, I can tell. Your brother's a martial artist. Hey, I didn't know something I didn't know about you. I'm still learning about you, man. I'm still learning about each other. But you were also a military man, and hey, that mentality to go into the military is something that most people don't have. So you went from the military into martial arts and so on. That's so cool, man. Hey, and now we are where we're at today, guys. Hey, us three here today, we're promoting the show February 12th, 2022, Bakersfield, California. Archie,
Yes, sir.
tell us
Yeah.
just how a person now can get into this show. Is there a website, a registration form? How would somebody get into this show that we got on February 12th?
Yeah, no, definitely. We have that little scrolling bar at the bottom. I didn't want to make the link too big, so the quickest way to get there is as the link comes up, pointmuaythaica.com, right? And then once you get to that website, then you choose Bakersfield, click on the icon, and then from there you're able to get to the registration pages. So that's the best way to get in there right now. That is the website, and then of course we have MMA Fight Pass on our social media pages. We have a bunch of information on the event as well. So yeah, that's how you register today. Registration is open, and we got a lot of people that are interested. We just got to get them registered.
Yeah. Are you guys
Just
gonna be
like
on the
that.
interviewing too, Tom?
What's
Like
up, my
last
brother?
time, you guys were interviewing fighters, and you guys gonna be there to do that? That was amazing. We had a little. That was a good setup.
Hey, man. If
Yeah.
anybody hits me up or Archie, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Anybody out there, any fighter, any promoter, any coach, any teammate, you can hit me up. I will do a personal podcast with them because I want to give props to anybody that steps into that arena on the mat, in the cage, any way that they do it. I'm always open for a podcast interview, bro. I got my own show going as well. You can hit me up and I'll do it. Guys, I got to tell you right now, man, because we normally do this show for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I got to give props to our sponsors out there real quick. One of our main sponsors, Pokerito, Visalia, Fresno, Tulare. Hey, man. David from Pokerito, Elite Team Jiu Jitsu, Delano, Chevrolet. Hey, man. I got to give these guys props. They're out there. Elite Fitness in Bakersfield. That's the spot that we're doing this tournament. Brian Hodges, I want to give you props. Your brother props. Everything that you've done, bro. Hey, I really, really, really appreciate it. Archie Tovar, Chris Ronquillo, anybody that's been a part of MMA Fight Pass, I want to thank you guys so much. All you fans, friends, anybody watching the podcast later on, this podcast sometimes for people, it's a way to kill time. It's a way to do their run, their exercise. They listen to the show. I got a lot of thanks, a lot of respect. Ryan, do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks to before we close this bad boy up?
Yeah, man. I want to give thanks to you guys first off for getting me on the show. I always like talking about what we do and just the building of the sport, and also the Muay Thai circuit and the full contact Muay Thai in general. My promoters, everyone in NorCal, SoCal, Texas, Nevada. Big shout out to Johnny Davis for giving me the knowledge that I have. Thank you to the IKF for sanctioning our shows and making sure we have our medical insurance, our fighters insurance, and everything secured to take care of the fighters because we're here to help the fighters grow, and if they get injured or hurt, we're going to be there to take care of the medical bills and everything like that. You know what I mean? Because we're one of the people for that. So we got to take care of our people. And just respect to everyone, man. Life's about respecting each other and growing each other, and not spreading hate, especially with all the bullshit that's going on nowadays with the COVID shit and all this other stuff. Like, fuck that. Do your thing. Let's keep growing. Fuck the politics and let's do the damn thing.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, man, what you just said, you hit it spot on the money. Guys, life is about respect. It's about loving one another. And a big thing in martial arts, it's about the spirit of Kakua. I say it all the time, which means to help one another. That's what we're doing here. We're helping one another. We're helping our locals. We're helping martial artists. Anybody that's interested in the martial arts, guys, man, I just thank everybody out there. Hey, Happy New Year. It's a new year, 2022. We're here to grow. We're here to get stronger. We're here to grow. Archie, you got anybody out there you would like to give thanks to, my brother?
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to appreciate Ryan Hodges there, for allowing a lot of these shows to take place, and for starting. My first taste of the IKF was in Madeira a few years ago, 3, 4 years ago, before COVID, and I've been following, and then it's just been a fun ride, up all the way to today. And of course, the sponsors, Delano Chevrolet, we have Venom, Grip, we have quite a few, Pocoyo, just all the people we're working with. We have Mason out of Bakersfield. There's just a lot of companies, and so, just everybody that helps with the program. it's always a handful, 2 handfuls of information that we want to give out to the thanks because there's so many people involved, man. And thank you, Tom Owens, and you and Xavier and everybody.
Hey, dude, I thank you guys, man, for letting me be a part of this whole thing. Hey, we got a lot of people helping us out. Danny Valdovinos. Hey, I got to give props to my team KO. They allow me to teach jiu-jitsu there. We're a small school in Farmersville, California. Hey, man, Tuesday, Thursday, guys, I teach a free jiu-jitsu class to kids. Hey, if you got a kid that wants to come learn some jiu-jitsu, come on down. It's free. There's no other school in town that's doing it. The whole school in town that's doing the free jiu-jitsu. I am, though, because you know what? I'm here to help one another, man. And it's not about money. Life is about growing. It's about being happy. It's about helping one another. You know what? Money is one thing, but money isn't everything. So, you know what? Hey, man, Ryan, I thank you very much. Archie, I can't thank you enough for letting me be a part of this. Team K, I love you guys. I thank you. Everybody out there that's helped us. Hey, man, Ryan, I look forward to working with you again on February 12th in Bakersfield, California. Archie, I'll see you before then. We'll definitely talk before then. But anyway, Ryan, man, I give a lot of props to you, a lot of love for doing this. Guys, my buddy Gilliland couldn't join today. Technology problems. It happens.
Yeah.
And Gil Medina is another big part of our show coming up. So, Gil, I got a lot of love for you. Props. We'll get Gil on here before the show starts. We're going to have more of these shows definitely before February 12th. Anyway, Ryan, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Hey, man. And, dude, I got a lot of respect for you, bro. I'm very proud of what you're doing, dude. I'm glad that you joined us today. So, Archie.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, guys. If you guys go to Thailand, too, right here, Chiang Mai Muay Thai. Chiang Mai Muay Thai. The crew's there.
Bring it up again on the screen.
They're good people. Yeah. Chiang Mai Muay Thai. They hook it up. They give you a free shirt to train there. Yeah, so my brother was over there actually a little bit ago. We got some training. He might be fighting over there actually. But that's my brother. We have I'm gonna give before we leave. We're doing a nonprofit. It's called the Nak Muay Foundation. My brother's actually over there in India. He's donating some funds over to some women who got acid spilled on their face. That's what they were doing in India a lot. So we gave a hefty donation to get back, and also we're sending 3 fighters to Thailand in July that won our Point Muay Thai United States Championship belt in Reno. So in July we're gonna go out to Thailand, maybe compete out there too again, and train with the fighters that we're sending out. We gave a free sponsorship to go train and fly over there. That's another thing to give back to our people that stay with us, that build and grow with us, and they get free trips to Thailand. So,
that's awesome. Hey, that's so cool, man. Hey, anytime you can travel around the world to go to Thailand, take advantage of it and do it, bro. Hey, so everybody out there, thank you once again. We will see you soon. Sometimes me and Archie, we do these podcasts at the last minute. Hey, that's the good thing about the internet. We can do it at the last minute. Boom, just like that. Archie, I love you, bro. Ryan, I love you as well. We will see you guys.
Love you, buddy.
It'll be soon. Everybody, February 12th, don't forget, Bakersfield, California, Muay Thai, boxing, jiu-jitsu. It's going to be on and popping. MMA Fight Pass, I thank you. I love you. And we'll see you guys on the next show. Just like that.
We're off. Just like that. Thank you, Tom.